What's up guys, Excalibur here and welcome back to Star Ocean Anamnesis. So we have yet another collaboration event going on right now. This time, it's the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius collaboration. So before we get into the notices, I'd like to welcome all of our possible new Brave Exvius players who started playing this game because of the collab. Welcome, this game is freaking awesome. Regardless, we have a crap load of notices to go through, so let's get started. First up, we have the Tower of Wanderlust. That sounds very interesting, but did I click on it? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so the Tower of Wanderlust is a maze of tribulations, just like all of the other ones that we've had previously. I don't know what happened to my voice there. First of all, don't forget to exchange all of the maze coins that you have from the previous mazes, because I forget that sometimes, and then turns out I have like 1,500 in stock, and that's a lot of gems you miss out on, so don't forget to do that. Regardless, in this maze, only humanoid enemies will appear, or enemies will appear as humanoids. As far as I know, that means there are human characters, basically are 3-star characters. I don't know if there are going to be 4-star characters. Whatever. Regardless, it's a bunch of humanoid characters with HP recovery, or HP regen, I mean, and they can also use battle skills similar to us, like how our characters have skills, their characters also have skills. So this one seems to be pretty interesting. It seems like the closest thing to PvP that we can get, because obviously PvP in this game would be really bad civilization, right guys? So yeah, this one seems kind of cool. I'm really looking forward to the later floors. Regardless, that's it for the Tower of Wanderlust. So, aside from that, we have the actual event, the Vision of New Beginnings, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius collab. Awesome. It runs all the way to February 11th, which is 2 weeks. Yeah, every event lasts 2 weeks. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, so we have 3 characters that got introduced. Rain. Is that his name? Yeah, Rain, Fina, and Lasswell. I have never played Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, by the way, so I have no idea who these guys are. I tried to play it during the Nier Automata collab, I think it was, and I was re-rolling for 2B, and I couldn't get her, so I just gave up. Didn't play it, so I have no idea who these guys are and if they're cool. I do like Lasswell's design, though, I will say that. Regardless, by completing the missions, you can get these Star Quartz thingies, which I assume that's the currency in Brave Exvius. And you can use these on the box draws, which we'll get to in a second. You can also complete achievements that give you the Vortex Clues, which their only purpose is here in the event missions. You unlock them, or you use them to unlock the next couple of missions. And I think there's only 3 of them in the achievement list, so there is absolutely no way for you to mess that up. You can get a ton of gems for completing missions the first time, too, which is pretty cool. And then you also have the limited event weapons. These you can get for free from the box draws, and I think achievements, I'm not sure about that. You can get them all really easily though. So I'm pretty sure all 3 of these are crap. I looked through them earlier. The only one that seems kind of decent is the bow, because of that HP regen, and even then we got the reformed SRF arrow from, I think it was from GA Revorce. Not sure about that, but that bow is way better than this thing, so all 3 of these are kind of bad. They look cool as hell, I will say that. I do recommend you transmute them, or you can use them as transmutation fodder. I'm not going to do that because, like I said, they look cool as hell and I want them for my collection, so yeah, there you go. And then we also have the Koro plush, which it seems like an average accessory, I guess. Critical hit chance when you're not behind target, so pretty much anywhere else besides their back, and attack damage taken when you're standing at short range. There are better accessories out there, but again, collectible purposes, looks pretty cool. And these are the items that you can obtain through the box draws, which, speaking of the box draws, we'll get to that in a second. Then first you have the achievements, so just complete all of this, and then you can get all of this stuff. There you have the 3 Vortex Clues necessary to advance in the event. You got the weapons, or the Purple Lightning. Oh yeah, that's what it is. The Purple Lightning is here in the achievement list, and then the other 2 are in the box draw. Awesome. And then you got some more stamps, cool. And then right here we have Lasswell character draw tickets, which I'll also get back to that in a second. but those are very important. And then we have the boss, the Exiled Knight. Or Knight, yeah, Exiled Knight. It's a beast-type enemy, so if you've got weapons that increase damage against beasts, that's great. He's weak to earth, fire, ice, and light. He also seems to be the most weak to earth, so if you've got anything that does earth, like pretty sure there are Knuckles with earth elements, so be sure to use those if you're using Knuckle characters. Regardless, obviously they're going to recommend the Brave Exvius characters, very nice. And then these are the new weapons, we'll talk about that in a second too. So now I guess we'll go to the box draws. Alright, so here we have the box draw. As usual, I think it's as usual, we have 4 boxes. Box 1 has the Crimson Saber, and actually we can look at the details right here. So, first box, or every box, has only 10 items, and then you can see on this screen you have an option that allows you to draw 10 times, or an option that allows you to draw once. Basically, if you do that, you clear out the entire box and you get all of the stuff that's in there. Then you can reset the box and you get the second box, which contains other things. Go back. It doesn't contain the weapons, you can only get 1 copy of those, and it also doesn't seem to contain a large limit breaker, only a medium one. So that's pretty interesting. And then the third one does have a large limit breaker. And then after you reset the third box, you get the box number 4, which is infinitely resettable. So every time you clear out box number 4 and then reset it, all the contents of this box will stay the exact same. The exact same things will appear in that box again, and then you can keep clearing it out as many times as you want. And that's pretty cool because it contains medium limit breakers and small limit breakers, and the cap increases if you need those. So I definitely recommend you farm this a lot because those limit breakers are very valuable. Oh, and by the way, you get the star quartz from farming the normal event missions. I forgot to say that. Alright, then what's the important announcement? Did I look at this? Oh, it's just the some issues that we have, and hopefully they'll fix the Winter Fidel one, because every time I get one in multiplayer, I have to leave the lobby because he crashes my game. God damn it! So we have a Welcome Aboard campaign. This is the perfect opportunity to start playing the game. Wink, wink, Brave Exvius players. So you get some stuff through the login bonuses here. Character tickets, crystals, all of that is pretty cool. And then, what else do we have? Limited time items, what is that? Hold on a second. Tailored for new players. Oh, it's tailored for new players. Whoops, might be this is all... I think... Wait, no. Is this stuff that we can get? I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter because it's not that valuable, but... I don't know. I do know that these sets, these are things that we can get too. And that Limit Breaker set, oh, that one is pretty freaking good. So we have... some gem purchases here, that's pretty cool. Stamina half off. This one is, I think this is the first time they're doing this. These missions all have half stamina, which means you can farm them to your heart's content. It's a lot easier to farm the Executioners now. By the way, new players, the Executioner attacks returns. Make sure you farm that one a lot on Misery 2 and Misery 1 because it's incredibly easy. And you can get some Misery 1 and Misery 2 coins from that. Alright, so here we have the items in the item shop that are tailored to new players, as they say. You have the Limit Breaker set right here, which is 3,000 gems. And there's 3 in stock, which means you can buy 3 copies of this. And each one contains 4 large Limit Breakers, which is freaking ridiculous. That's incredible. I am probably going to buy all 3 of those. In fact, I recommend everybody buys all 3 of those, because that's 6 Limit Break levels on an ace, if my math is correct, which there's a very real possibility it's not, for 9,000 gems, and it's pretty interesting because we get 10,000 free gems from this event, so you can spend 9,000 of those on this, which I highly recommend you do. And then you have the ace attacker level up. That's whatever. You can buy... no, I don't recommend you buy that. It's not that great. And AP Starseed, definitely don't buy that. And then, since we're here, let's take a look at the Brave Exvius Limited Set. This contains an ace ticket, weapon ticket, and 90 prisms, colored prisms. So, this one costs 5,000 gems, and it's always interesting to argue about these ace tickets. or these kinds of sets that only contain ace tickets and weapon tickets, and the prisms, I guess. Because the ace tickets, they guarantee an ace character, which is a 5-star character, but at the same time, it costs 5,000 gems, and it's like the only thing of value in this set. So, 5,000 gems, if you spend those 5,000 gems on a 10 pull, there is a chance that you walk away with just 4 stars, but there is a chance that you walk away with multiple 5 stars, whereas if you buy this, you get 1 ace ticket, you are guaranteed to get a 5-star, but at the same time, it's only 1 5-star, so personally, I'm not going to buy this, but if you think it's a good investment, then go right ahead, because it's always pretty interesting, those ace tickets. Alright, I think that about does it for that. And then you also have the double premium login bonus, which is just some extra stuff that you get if you purchase gems, which doesn't really affect me, because I don't buy gems, but that's good for people who buy gems. Then we have the Brave Exvius collaboration campaign. Receive a free Lasswell during the campaign, and not just a free one, a free Limit Break 10 Lasswell, which makes him pretty freaking good, because he's already a really good free character. But let's not talk about that just yet. Log in during the campaign period to receive 10,000 gems. These are the gems I was talking about earlier. I recommend you spend 9,000 of them on the limit breakers, so don't go crazy on pulls or whatever. Make sure you know what you're doing with them. And then you have the enhancement set. I don't know why they call this the I guess I understand it because it's a lot of enhancement stuff. But if you log in during the campaign, you receive all of this stuff, and it should be in your gift box right now. And then we have the Lasswell character draw tickets, which we previously saw in the Vision of whatever campaign notice thingy. You can get these character draw tickets from the event through logins and achievements. I think it should be, yeah, right here. So you have the achievements, you can see 5 tickets there. Then right here you have another 3 tickets, and in the actual event there are 3 other tickets that you get from achievements as well. And all of that together makes 11 tickets. You use these in the character draw section in the draw menu, and you have to use all 11 of them if you want a Limit Break 10 Lasswell, because you use 1 to get the character, and then you have to use the other 10 to get him to LB10. So I highly recommend you farm for all of these, because like I said, he's really good, or decent. I don't know. He increases attack of the entire party by 30% or 45% for every ally using short-range weaponry. He nullifies movement rate reduction fields, which are the those like bluish fields that Alma used. Reduces his own AP cost by 40% during the 3rd skill in the chain or more, and he also increases his own movement rate. Has a pretty powerful rush sitting at 3,500% and increases damage of the entire party by 30% for 20 seconds. Now, all in all, for a free character, he's incredible. 45% for all close-range weapon allies. Oh, that's insane. He himself can also do some decent damage. His attack stat is not that great, 2,600. You expect higher from attackers, but his skills look incredibly cool, I gotta say. I'm probably going to play him, because like I said, I really like the way he looks. So I also like his skills. I played the free one in the event, and that one seems very fun, so I might use him a little bit in like actual multiplayer quests. So login bonuses, you log in during the event, you get that large limit breaker at the end there. Yeah, that's very interesting. Cool. And then we already talked about that. Level up campaign, nope, ignore that, don't care. Return. Alright, so now I guess we can take a look at the characters. So Rain is, I think, the only character right now that has this mechanic. Heart on Fire adds attack in defense minus 10% to Undermine, which Undermine is one of his battle skills. This one, that one right there. So whenever you use that and you hit an enemy, it reduces their attack int and defense by 10% for 10 seconds. So that's pretty good for the higher difficulty quests, where those small decreases help a lot. Then you have Knight's Honor, which increases HP for the entire party by 30% and anti-flinch of 20% HP. Young and Skilled, which increases damage dealt to single targets by 20% for the entire party, and he also has Taunt +3, which makes him which causes him to be targeted more by enemies, and Knight of Grand Shield, which increases his own attack by 20%. And his Rush Shining Nova has a huge 4000% multiplier, also reduces his own AP cost by 40% and increases his attack damage dealt by 30% for 20 seconds. Then you have Undermine, which is the debuffing skill, Hellfire Slash with the fire element, and Lava Floor with the earth element, 550 multipliers each. Their hit counts are not that good, which means it doesn't really work that well in the hit count based parties, but he can certainly do damage. Overall, he's pretty good at playing the tank because of the HP increases. He also has Taunt +3, which means when the AI is controlling him, if you're ever trying to do some stupid AI Misery 3 shenanigans, then that Taunt +3 is going to help you out a lot. The debuff is kind of unique to him, so yeah, it would definitely be a good idea to bring this guy in some of the more difficult quests. And if any Brave Exvius players are wondering if he's worth using, he's one of the best right now, so don't worry about not pulling your own weight, because he's ridiculously good. And then Fina has Straight Shooter, which gives the party an AP recovery when she uses 2 of her attacks. White Mage, which reduces the HP nullifies HP reduction fields, which would have been great to have during the Alma fight. Cleansing Prayer, which reduces her own symbol invoking time by 70% and gives her anti-flinch casting, and she also has normal attack AP recovery by 100%. And her rush is obviously, as most healer rushes are, doesn't have a good multiplier, so it's not going to do damage, but it is good to open the rush combo. Recovers 70% HP and increases the entire party's critical hit chance by 30% for 20 seconds. And then her skills, right here you can see Aim and Bright Shower. These are the 2 skills that have the AP recovery. Whenever you use Aim, everybody gets 4 AP, and Bright Shower, everybody gets 9 AP. Curaga, ooh, Curaga heals a lot of HP, and Cheer, which increases every ally's attack, int, and defense by 25% for 20 seconds, and of course we have to check this to see if it's still screwed up. Of course it is. So Fina is our first bow using healer, I guess, which makes her pretty mobile. She has the normal attack AP recovery, which means she doesn't have to stand around and wait for her AP to recover. She can just cast something and then use her attacks to recover AP. She also has Aim, which that seems ridiculously good. Recovers 4 AP for all allies, and this attack is incredibly spammable, which means you can help everybody out by recovering their AP 25% to every stat that matters, I guess. That's also really good. And Kiraga, obviously, pretty good heal, 290% with, what is her int stat? I didn't look at that. 2400, that's not bad. So overall, she's also pretty good. If you feel like playing healers, she's good. I can't really say anything else other than, she's good, because every character has like their own little place in this game. Even characters that, you would think are not that great in certain situations, like Nell, for instance. She's not great in most situations, but as we saw with Alma, she can definitely pull her own weight when bosses are weak to poison. So Fina, also good if you like her, pull for her. If you like Rain, pull for him. Really cool. And then quickly we have to take a look at the new weapons, the Earthen Crystal Edge. Oh, wait a second. There's also something else about the banner. You get 3 medium limit breakers per pull. It doesn't show it here, I think. Well, it's right there. 3 medium limit breakers per pull. Don't pull on that for the medium limit breakers. Instead, buy the limit breaker set from the shop. So that's basically bait. And if you are pulling, it's just a nice bonus that you get. So Earthen Crystal Edge imbues attacks with Earth, gives you lifesteal 10%, and at max limit break it gives you AP costs minus 10%, has 963 attack, 957 int. This sword is pretty freaking good because of the Earth element and the lifesteal. So these two together are amazing. If you're running one-handed sword users, I definitely recommend picking this up. So throw a pull at the guaranteed gacha, which I might do actually. Then we have the Heaven's Bow, which imbues your attacks with light, light damage dealt plus 20%, AP cost minus 10%, and same thing, Limit Break 5, you unlock the last factor, which is a Guts. Also, Int 963, Attack 958. This one might just be a little better than the one-handed sword, considering that it also increases light damage dealt by 20%. So if you're using bow users, go ahead and pull. And then Hisui Kirin, which is a blade and sheath, imbues attacks with earth, normal attack AP recovery plus 50%, considering that we have characters like Claude and 2B who give you that AP recovery, that's not that important. And max limit break, unfortunately, attack damage dealt plus 15%, which is a really good skill. So this one also, if you're planning on running blade and sheath users, definitely pick it up. And then lastly, we have the Minotaur Beast Swords, which increase damage dealt against beasts, I think, by 40%. Yep. Rush combo damage plus 20%, which is pretty interesting. And then I think this is limit break 3. You unlock the HP regen. So these are not as bad as they could be. If you're fighting a beast enemy like the boss we have now, and you're planning on running a dagger character, then yeah, I do recommend you use this, because that rush combo damage, that seems very nice paired with the beast damage. Very nice, but obviously it's not ideal that you pull that. So yeah, like I said, I might do a pull on this, mostly because Hisui Kirin. I like the look of it too. Also, Brave Exvius players, explain to me, why is Roddick a 5-star and Fidel a 6-star and the other 3 are 7 stars? How does that make sense? Sounds to me like Roddick is getting shafted, man. God damn. Regardless, I think that does it for every single update that we had. Hope you guys will have some fun farming the event, because if it's anything like the previous event with Alma, then this should be a lot of fun. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I guess I'll see you all next time. Peace!